Hello everyone, good afternoon. Today I'd like to discuss the common workplace practice of prohibiting people from discussing their pay with fellow colleagues. Recently, I was privy to a questionnaire that was done as part of an HR employee retention training. And it was it was a multiple choice question. And this multiple choice question had three options. The question was, which of the following is most important or most useful in employee retention? And the three options that were given were a ping pong table, a new radio, or a raise in pay. And if you selected the raise in pay option, which I'm sure most of us would actually select on an anonymous survey, that would be the most effective means of providing employee retention, especially in this economy. But if you selected this option, it would be marked as incorrect, and it would highlight the other two options, the ping pong table and the radio, as being the correct choices for what contributes to employee retention. The explanation that was given for this survey was that the business that was providing the survey has conducted several exit interview surveys in which they poll people who are leaving the career, they're leaving their post, and they were to be given these surveys asking them about why they were leaving, what is the reason they were leaving, and so forth and so forth. And the questionnaire explains that none of the people who left the company cited dissatisfaction with pay as a reason for leaving. So therefore, that was the explanation offered for why. That was the explanation offered for why selecting a raise in pay as the most appropriate means for which to retain employees was an incorrect choice. And this is something that I have encountered during many of my HR trainings, human resources trainings, in case you didn't know. And I find this to be a very shoddy way of conducting an experiment and determining data and making conclusions. Because let us consider, why would someone say that? If you sit someone down who is leaving the post of your company, they would probably wish to maintain good relations. They would wish to stay in good graces, and they would probably wish to maintain good references. I feel that given the stigma of discussing wages at work, which are often very convoluted subjects to address because people may get jealous, they may feel entitled to more, they may feel that they are not being paid enough, and in this economy most people probably are not being paid enough. That is certain. But they are going to say things that ensure their interests of maintaining good relations with their prior employer, or what are said. I feel that they will have difficulty in mustering up the courage to tell you that the reason they left the company is because of they were dissatisfied with the pay. And even if so, I'm almost certain that the reason that they left isn't because of not a ping pong table or a better radio. I doubt that those were ever reasons given. Well, I wouldn't have left this job if you had a ping pong table. I doubt that an employee would say that during an exit interview. uh, well, the things that I think contribute to retention certainly are, firstly, I think the job must be able to, at the very least, accommodate a reasonable standard of living for whatever position it is. So that's a vital importance right away. Secondly, that is the most important. That is an absolute prerequisite. There is little that is more important than that. The second issue is the job has to be in a way that the job has to be of such a character that it is enjoyable by the people who are performing the job. Such as, for example, safety is an important issue for many people, and I see very many violations of safety protocol everywhere I go. The job must be enjoyable to people, and my friends, I would like to point out that no matter what the job is, doing it for 8 hours a day will quickly become very, very difficult. It matters little if the person enjoys the job tremendously, if it is something that they enjoy, that they wish to excel at. Doing it for 8 hours a day is simply outside of how humans function. So there is that element as well. Further, of course, people need to have leniency and flexibility in their schedules, but all of the rest is up to people to decide for themselves. But the financial benefits, as well as the job being enjoyable, are the two most common things that I think are important for employee retention. Absolutely. Please let me know what you think. Do you disagree? Do you think that compensation is not a valid tool of retention? And I will concede that past a certain point, it matters more that the job is enjoyable and flexible and comfortable and many other factors rather than a raise in pay. For example, for myself, if I were making enough to survive and be comfortable, I would probably prefer the job to be easy past maybe, let's say, 40,000, 60,000. Let's be very generous, 100,000. After that point, the raise in pay would be of diminishing returns. After a certain point, other things would become more important. But many people are struggling to pay back their student loans, to prepare their students for college, and all of these their children for college. So I do think that those issues are often very underlooked. So I do agree, after a certain point, there may be a diminishing return in raising pay. If you have someone who is being paid $80,000, paying them $83,000 or $85,000 probably is not going to be a very great incentive. So maybe they do have a point there. What do you think? I'd love to know your thoughts. What kind of things do you think would help retain you as an employee in whatever field you are working in? If I have less than 100 comments, I will read them all, and I will respond to them. If I'm still alive, of course, which I will be for the foreseeable future, God willing. Thank you all for watching. Please have a lovely day. Goodbye and be blessed.